This was their chance. This was their opportunity. And that's exactly what they did. They take advantage of it. The Crew get the title. The new tag team champions of the world. Let's hear from Raven. We understand that we are going to hear comments at this point from Raven about the upcoming three-way no disqualification matchup, the Monsters Ball.
Locking me alone in a room by myself was a major mistake because I think it's driven me certifiably out of my mind. Because being crazy was the only thing that kept me from going insane. Unfortunately for my opponents, somebody has to pay for tonight's transgressions. Monty Brown, Abyss, welcome to the age of apocalypse. I'm in a game of fools without no rules. Monsters Ball, they'll take the fall. I drop the bait, I decide their fate. Dropping the bomb, intellectual Vietnam. Hardcore to the bone, my home is your home. Welcome to the Terror Dome. Quote the Raven, nevermore. Now let me out of here, 'cause I want to hurt somebody. Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Growing up on the mean streets of New York, Vince Russo knows what it means to carry a big stick. In a world stained by violence, injustice, and deceit, Vince Russo stands tall as a giant in putting over the law by any means necessary. However, you have a choice. For there is another side, one that represents old school wrestling, interviews on an endless loop, and yes, that legendary but ridiculous bionic elbow. You make the choice. November 7th, vote Vince Russo, Director of Authority.
I'm Vince Russo, and I approve of this message.
Ladies and gentlemen, many have been labeled as icons in their chosen profession, but few have the history, the background, and the resume to match the label. Rowdy Roddy Piper is that exception.
Well, you couldn't have said it better yourself, Mike, and let me tell you something. This crowd is going berserk. They appreciate everything that Roddy Piper has done in his career.
When you think back through the years, many of those special moments, those once-in-a-lifetime memories, those memorable events in wrestling have included and featured Roddy Piper. He made an art out of the confrontational interview. He made his In the Pit segments part of our cultural landscape. And tonight, In the Pit is back, and I'm dying to find out who the special mystery guest is going to be.
Nobody's sitting down. Nobody.
Tonight with particular that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. This is about legends. I have been stabbed. I've had stalkers in bars. I've had people try to kill me in cars. Those people are liars, cowards, and thieves. They're sniveling little brats. I want to talk about legends. I want to show the wrestling world what a real man does and how a real man stands up. And who I'm about to introduce is a man that put the X in X Division years before there was one. And a man that I got to settle a score with. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome at this time, the one, the only, Superfly, Jimmy Snuka!
Wow! Superfly Jimmy Snuka! I mean, how appropriate for the first time in the pit with Roddy Piper, for the first one in the TNA era, to have the legend, the Superfly Jimmy Snuka be the first guest.
I mean, think about it, Don. For 20 years, Jimmy Snuka and Roddy Piper, they've been linked because of that famous pit segment, the most memorable pit ever. And really, in my mind, arguably Piper's career achieved that legendary status when he cracked a coconut over the head of Jimmy the Superfly Snuka back in 1984.
Well, let's see what happens now when they're confronted again face to face.
Vital, you want to fight? You're going to have a fight. Hang on, man. Let me tell you something that's been haunting me for 21 years. This man here is in a league of his own. Nobody, but nobody, can dive off a 30-foot steel cage like the Superfly. Nobody! In the X division, they got some good ones, but there's only one great, and that's you. For 21 years, I've known this. Nobody, but nobody, could have taken a shot with a coconut like I gave him and got back up. Except you, brother. This has haunted me for years, and I'm talking about men and legends. This is a time where everybody's got to pay the piper, including me. Jimmy, put it in your hand, brother. Put it in your hand, brother. I know what I did to you. I know how much it hurt you. I know what it did to your career. And I'm telling you to right now, champ, let's even the score. I don't give a damn. Baby, lay it on me. Hit me as hard as you can, man.
Piper turning his back on Snuka. Challenging him, daring him to hit him with the coconut.